Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Justice League issue number 23.1, and this one is meant to feature the New 52 origin of Darkseid. Now, yeah, keep in mind that the New 52 was meant to be DC's clean slate, and here it's meant to feature the origin of Darkseid during the whole Forever Evil event. And yeah, the comics had these kind of 3D covers. And let's get on with the story. The story starts off how many years ago, before Darkseid was Darkseid, he was once known as a farmer known as Essus. And of course, when he sees the Thunders roaming, he tries to get to his brother and sister. And keep in mind that, yeah, Highfather is supposed to be Darkseid's brother in this continuity. And we see how they pray to the gods to stop them from going too far. But of course, we see how Darkseid knows that the old gods are basically inconsiderate psychos, and doesn't show any concern for anyone else but themselves. And this is Darkseid knowing they're going too far. And we see how, yeah, Darkseid's sister says, "Spread gods, we say thank you." "Shut your stupid mouth." "Essex, thanks to your sister prayers, we live. Show us some respect." And we see how, yeah, Essus basically knocks out Highfather, and we see how he basically leaves to come up with an idea. And this is where we're going to see him go God of War, where he manages to convince the sort of old gods to fight each other. And this leads to a worldwide brawl between them. And this is Highfather horrified with what his brother's done. And we see how one by one he gathers up every old god's power for himself. And we see one of the old gods saying, "Believe in me, worm, and I will give you all you desire." "Ah, you feed on faith. Forgiveness." And of course, after gaining one by one of their powers, this is where Essus actually ends up becoming Darkseid. And of course, after Highfather and Darkseid's sister get to basically a sort of wind old god, we see how, yeah, he lets basically Highfather's sister join with him in the afterlife, but passes on his powers to him. And this is him horrified at what Darkseid's done, and tries to get him to see reason. And there is a reason why in the Wonder Woman comics why he's hard on his nephew Orion. It's because he doesn't want to see Orion make the same mistakes like Darkseid. And because of Darkseid's powers, they end up basically destroying their old world. And from Darkseid's actions, he creates his world Apocalypse with torture, misery, and pain. And we see how, yeah, a trickster god basically ends up causing some parademons to slip up and fight a monster themselves. And we see how, because of his laugh, this causes Darkseid to act on it. And just as he tries to go for him, he finds out there's other worlds and realities. One of which being Earth 2 or Prime Earth tries to go onto Earth 2. And after taking out the Earth 2 Superman, we see Darkseid saying, Where did you get such power?" And of course takes down the Fortress of Solitude. And after basically gaining from what knowledge he can, this is him going from other worlds and finding other Supermen. And after being taken down by the Prime Earth Justice League during the whole early issues of the Justice League series from the New 52 run, we see how Darkseid was defeated and pushed back. And we see how, yeah, Darkseid has gained every knowledge he can, and has different versions of Superman from different realities. I know eventually that, yeah, the whole Darkseid Earth 2 thing did get retconned, as it was Darkseid from a version of Earth 2. And yeah, the other issues that were included, like Firstborn, Cheetah, Trigon, and all that. So I think this origin is okay-ish. I think if it had focused more on Darkseid's birth, more of him sort of being with his siblings a bit more, maybe it would have made more sense. And I think there was some wasted potential at the start. I would have liked to have seen Highfather try to say to him, don't cross a line that you can't cross, as this would make sense that Highfather would be in the supporting role of the family. He wouldn't want to see his brother end up end up doing more harm than good. But I think this issue still deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still enjoyable. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.